In today's tutorial, we will learn about interrogativa pronomen. Interrogativa pronomen, they are also called as frågande pronomen. Now, att fråga means to ask something. So, if we translate fråga, question or ask. So, these are the pronouns that we use to ask something to someone. For example, we have vem, vems, vilka, vad, vilken, vilket, and many more. Så frågande pronomen är vem, vems, vilka, vad, vilken och vilket. Now they are called as frågande as we use these pronouns to ask something. So now when it comes to frågande pronomen or interrogativa, there are two types of them. They are called as like this: direkta fråga or indirekt fråga. Indirekt fråga. So direkt fråga, indirekt fråga. Direct means direct, indirect. So for example, if we ask, om jag frågar, vem vill köpa kaffe? Who wants to buy coffee? Here we are asking a direct question. So maybe we will get the answer, I want. Or Kalle wants to buy, like this. So vem vill köpa? Who wants to buy? Kalle vill köpa, direct. But sometimes we create a sentence where we actually ask something but not directly, like this. For example, we can say, jag vet vem or vad ni vill. I know what you want. Jag vet, I vet know. What ni you vill want. So I know what you want. Jag vet vad ni vill. Actually, in this sentence, there is a question. Vad vill ni? What do you want? So if it would be a direct fråga, then it would be like this. Vad vill ni? But when we write like this, jag vet vad ni vill, then we are actually saying a question, but in an indirect fråga. So this is just some grammatic stuff. I'll not bore you with that, but I will just keep simple. So here we have vem, then we have vems, vilka, vad, vilken och vilket. And if you want to know more about this direct or indirect fråga, then you can just check on Google or in some Swedish book. There will get more information. But I'll try to keep it simple here today. So vem means who. Vem means who. And if we write a sentence like this, who is he, then we will say like this, vem är han. Here the interrogativa or frågan, the pronomen är vem, means who. So vem är han? Who is he? Now as you know, if you watched our crash course video, this one, then you know we can now create many more sentences just by changing the word here. So if we say vem är du, means who are you. If we say vem är hon, who is she. If we say vem är Kalle, who is Kalle, like this. So once you know this part, vem är, who is, then you can just add new words at the end. Then you will get new sentences. So vem är han, who is he, or du, or hon, or Kalle, like this. Vem är de. If we say vem vill du träffa, träffa means to meet. Träffa, so meet. So when we meet each other, then we say träffa. So if we say vem vill du träffa, it means who do you want to meet, like this. Vem vill du träffa. If we say like who has done this, vem har gjort det. Who has done this. Gjort comes from the verb göra. Göra means to do something. If you write göra, it simply means do. So göra and gjorde before, har gjort just now. We have just now done something. So vem har gjort det means who has done this. You can check here, in all the sentences we are using vem and we are using question mark, just to make this a question sentence. Vem har gjort det, who has done this. If you want to say who will go out with me, vem vill, who wants, go out med mig. Vem vill gå ut med mig. Vem vill gå ut med mig. So when you write, vi skriver hela ordet med. We write the whole word med, but when we say, we simply say med. So we don't pronounce the D there. So vem vill gå ut med mig. Med mig. But when you write, you must write D also. Now if you want to write like this, who wants to do this? To do, as we know already, göra means to do, and want, it's Swedish vill. So vem vill, who wants, vem vill göra det. Who wants to do this, like this. So this is how you can create new sentence by using vem. So vem is one of the interrogativa pronomen or frågande. This word you can use to question or to create question sentence. So like this, vem är han? Vem vill du träffa? Who do you want to meet? Vem har gjort det? Who has done this? Vem vill gå ut med mig? Who wants to go out with me? Vem vill göra det? Who wants to do this? And our next word, vems. Vems means whose. Let me check so that vems mean whose. So if you want to say like whose clock is this, Vems klocka är den? Here we are asking who is the owner of the clock. Vems klocka är den? Or instead of klocka, we can now use, as you know, many other words to create new sentence, like vems penna är den? Whose pen is this? So once you know the structure, first you will use vems, then you will use the noun, then there is a verb, help verb, then means this. So whose pen is this? Vems penna är den? Or vems bok är den? Whose book is this? Or vems mobil är den? Whose mobile? Vems hus är det? Whose house? Vems dator är den? So you can create as many as you want, just change the noun in the middle, then you will get a new sentence. So vems means whose. Like this we can create new sentence. And our next word is vilka. Now when we use vilka is like when you write vem, by vem we mean like one person. So for example, vem menar du? Who do you mean? Here by using vem we are pointing to one person. Vi menar en person bara. Vem menar du? Who do you mean? Like one person. But if you want to say who do you mean, and here we mean like more person, I mean like more than one, then we will use vilka. So we can say like this: vilka menar du? Vilka menar du? So here vilka means also like kind of who, but here we are like saying there is more than one person. Vilka menar du? So for example we can also say vilka är de? Who are they? And we know they means, I mean they must be like more than one, even a plural. So vilka är de? Who are they? So but we cannot say vem är de? We cannot say like this because vem usually means when we point to one person, when we mean to one person. So we must say vilka är de? Who are they? Or like this: vilka är ni? Who are you? So when we say vem är du? Who are you? Here we use du. Du means you, but in singular form. That's why we use vem. Men när vi skriver ni, då vet vi att det är mer än en person, det är plural, och det är därför vi måste använda vilka. Så om det är en person, if it's one person, then we'll say du, but if it's more then we say ni. Same here, if it's one singular then we say vem, if it's more then we say vilka. So for example, if we say like this: vet du vilka de är? Do you know who they are? So maybe you are asking someone if he knows who those persons are, then we will ask or say like this: vet du vilka de är? Do you know who they are? So maybe the person will answer, yeah, jag vet. Yes, I know vilka de är. Yes, jag vet vilka de är. Yeah, I know who they are. Or if you want to say to someone maybe like this: Jag fick många frågor. I got so many questions from someone. Then maybe the person will say, vilka frågor fick du? What kind of questions did you get? So here you say många. Många means many. Många means many. That's why we use frågor as it's plural. Jag fick många frågor. And as you are saying, like, what kind of questions did you get? As there are more than one question, that's why we use vilka. We don't say vilken fråga fick du. Vilken we use when it's only one, but as it's many questions, that's why we'll have to use vilka. So hope that you understood, like when we use vilka and when we use vem or vilken. Now you can, like, check on Google and, like, get more information about this, but I'll just show the basic here. Our next word is vad. Vad means what. Vad. What are you talking about? So vad means what. So if you want to say like this, vad vill du? What do you want? Or as I showed earlier, just change the word and put new word like vad vill han? What does he want? Vad vill hon? What does she want? Vad vill de? What do they want? Like this. And as I said earlier, there are two types of frågande or interrogativa pronomen, direct or indirect. So for example, if you say like this, vad vill du? What you want? Though, then you are like saying to the person, then you are like expecting a direct answer. I want this or I want that. But if you write like this, jag vet vad du vill ha. I know what you want to have or what you want to get. Then you are, in other words, saying vad vill du ha? What do you want? Like this. So if it's direct, then you will say like this, vad vill du? If it's indirect, then you will say like this. And as you know, like, by using word vad, you can like create as many sentences as you want. So you can just keep continue. Like jag vet vad Kalle vill ha. I know what Kalle wants to have, like this. Or vad kommer att hända imorgon? What's going to happen tomorrow? Hända means to happen something. Hända, happen something or occur. So vad kommer att hända imorgon? What's going to happen tomorrow? So you can continue on your own, but you know the structure, like how to use this vad. And our next word is vilken and vilket, and actually they both mean the same thing, like which. So if we translate the word vilken, means which, or vilket also which. But as you know, there are two types of words in Swedish. You have like en word, like en stol, en bok. So if it's en word, then you will use vilken. But if it's ett word, for example, ett bord, ett table, ett träd, a tree, like this, then you will use vilket. So if I now show you some sentence with using vilken, then you can like follow the same but use some ett word. So for example, if you want to say, om du vill säga vilken klocka vill du köpa, vilken klocka vill du köpa, which clock do you want to buy, then you can say like this, vilken. Now as we know, klocka, this is n word, and klocka, that's why we are using vilken. But if we use a word like ett word, so vilket boot vill du köpa, which table do you want to buy. So as you can see, they are quite identical. I mean, it depends on if you are using vilket or vilken. It depends on the noun that you are using, klocka or bord. So vilket träd vill du köpa, which tree do you want to buy. So we cannot say bord or träd here. So we cannot say like this, vilken träd vill du köpa. I mean, if we say like this, people will understand what you mean, but this is not correct, as träd är ett word, and if the word är ett ord, then you must use vilket. But if the word is en klocka like this, then you will use vilken. So yeah, that's it for today, and hope that you have learned something new and if you're new to our channel, then you can check out the other videos that we uploaded earlier. This is our 6th tutorial in Swedish. So yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Have a good time. Bye bye.